Okay, so the project we're diving into today has this incredible name, Eat the Book. In Amharic, that's Yihinin Metzihaf Bila. And it's such a powerful metaphor, right? This idea of absorbing ancient wisdom so deeply that it literally becomes a part of you. What's amazing is that a single website is now making this centuries-old tradition accessible to the entire world. So let's see exactly how they're doing it. Right on the homepage, the mission is crystal clear: to be a free audio archive for the traditional education of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahedo Church. But, this is so much more than just a folder of audio files. It's a complete, meticulously organized digital school. It's preserving an ancient tradition and making it available to anyone, anywhere, with an internet connection. Now, at the heart of this entire project is a concept called ABNet. And we're not just talking about school in the way you and I might think of it. This is a centuries-old, incredibly rigorous system of learning. Imagine a total immersion into secret language, complex music, and profound theology, and it's all interconnected. That is the very system this website is working to preserve and digitize. So to really understand how this digital school is put together, we're going to go on a guided tour. We'll start in the House of Reading, then move to the House of Melody, and from there, we'll ascend to the House of Poetry. After that, we'll take a quick look through the library and finish up with an invitation directly from the creators. Let's get started. So what's the big picture here? Well, you can think of ethabook.org as a kind of digital monastery or a traditional church school brought online. Its entire purpose is to capture this vast, historically oral tradition and translate it into a format that can not only survive, but actually thrive in the 21st century. Our tour begins right at the foundation, the Nabab Bet, which translates to the House of Reading. This is the absolute bedrock of ABNet education. I mean, before anything else can happen, a student has to master the proper recitation of the sacred Ge'ez language. And get this, it's not just one style of reading. The tradition is incredibly nuanced. The House of Reading teaches three completely distinct forms. You have Ge'ez, which is the standard style, Word, which is much more melodic and chanted, and then Kum, a very plain, straightforward recitation. Each one has its own specific place and purpose within the liturgy. So what can you actually study here? Well, the library is just massive. The audio lessons cover these foundational texts like the Gospel of John and the Psalms of David, but also essential daily prayers and beloved hymns like the Wadase Miriam. And really, this is just scratching the surface. All right, so once that foundation of reading is solid, we can enter the second house, the Zima Bet, or the House of Melody. If reading is the foundation, this is really the soul of the liturgy. It contains this ancient, beautiful system of chants that are attributed to the 6th century composer, Saint Yared. What's so brilliant here is that this isn't just a random playlist of chants. Not at all. It's a full curriculum. The chants are organized exactly as a student would learn them traditionally, by the seasons of the church year, like the Great Fast, and by the specific services they belong to. I mean, in here, you can find everything from the main chants of the liturgy, the Kadase, to the specific, more somber melodies of the Lenten season. It even includes lessons on Sire, which is the intricate system of melodic notation used to preserve these ancient tunes. Just incredible. Now we arrive at what is probably the most intellectually rigorous stop on our tour, the Keharin Beit, or the House of Poetry. This is really considered the pinnacle of the ABNet school. It's a discipline that requires absolute mastery of the Ge'ez language to create these profound, multi-layered poems for the liturgy. The defining feature of Quinn is its famous wax and gold structure. So what on earth does that mean? Well, every single poem has a wax meaning. That's the obvious surface-level interpretation. But hidden inside it is the gold, a deeper, theological truth that you have to work to uncover. It's a remarkable intellectual and spiritual art form. And yeah, you don't just jump into writing Kunin. No way. There's a very clear, structured path. A student absolutely must master Ge'ez grammar and its complex verbs, then they move to syntax. And only after all of that is in place can they even begin to learn the art of wax and gold. It's a long, demanding journey, for sure. But it doesn't even stop there. Beyond those three core disciplines, the site is basically a growing library with other specialized houses of learning. It's constantly expanding the scope of knowledge that's available. For example, you have the Metzihaf Bet, or House of Books. This offers audio commentaries and traditional interpretations of scripture, helping users find that gold within the sacred texts. And then there's the Qutirbet, or House of Numbers, which actually teaches the complex astronomical and mathematical calculations needed to create the liturgical calendar each year. So, after our whole tour, we come full circle right back to that powerful name, Eat the Book. What does this all mean for the user? Why does all of this matter? And this really gets to the core purpose of the project. This isn't meant to be a museum exhibit. It's a living, breathing resource. The goal is for people to use these audio files to truly learn the traditions, to then share that knowledge with others, and ultimately to gain real spiritual benefit from it all. And that leads to the central question the site poses to every single visitor. How can a free, deeply structured resource like this one serve your community, your family, or maybe just your own personal journey of learning and faith? Because of that, the project has a very clear and simple invitation for everyone. First, listen to learn. Second, keep the tradition alive by sharing what you've learned with others. And third, help the project grow and get even better by giving your feedback. We'll end with the beautiful blessing that closes the website's homepage. It's this humble and powerful prayer that just perfectly encapsulates the entire project. That through this work, a deeper understanding and wisdom might be revealed to all who seek it.